Lifts are everywhere in our modern life. They represent easy access to every room of every floor in every building. You simply forget the lifts. So easy and safe it has become. In Europe, we have some 4,300,000 lifts installed. Some are breathtakingly modern like this one, others are very, very old. Europe has many more lifts than America or Asia, for example. Lifts are also older on average, and safety can become a real issue. Let me take an example. You expect to keep your personal car for 4 to 5 years, maybe 6, and then you replace it. Well, for the lift in your apartment building, your expectations are much higher. Owners and users expect a lift to serve perfectly forever. Simply, that's fine. Still, there are some physical limits. Moreover, safety systems have dramatically improved in the last 10 to 20 years. You now have a fall arrest device, a parachute, car doors, all sorts of safety features that make a lift very safe indeed. Good morning, madam. How do you do? Leveling precision when you reach a landing has become very accurate in modern systems. The lift is the safest means of transportation on Earth, better than the plane, the train, or for sure the car. Still, accidents happen. People are killed or seriously injured every year in lifts. This cannot happen. When you trust your life to a lift, you don't expect it to fall sometimes. No, it must be absolutely safe. That is why it is essential to improve the safety of older lifts. Now let's see what regularly happens if safety is not improved on old lifts. Most of us don't live in a glass building. Apartment blocks in cities where there's social housing, co-ownership or renting a flat, that's where we live. There's a lift, of course, good, sturdy, efficient. Why would you need to change it? Good morning, madam. Can I help you?
Thank you.
You did some groceries this morning?
Yes.
I'll open the door for you.
Quite a lot of shopping.
Yes, there you go. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Lift mechanics, such as our friend here, are used to maintaining and repairing lifts of all types, and some are indeed very old, aren't they?
Yes, Anne. We are vigilant, but often the technology used for a lift is outdated and the leveling accuracy is not precise enough. 2 centimeters can make a person trip, fall and barely hurt oneself. To improve on that, we need to modify the lift.
Now, has this safety upgrading already started?
Modernization is a continuous process, but a major safety improvement is being carried out in several countries already. France, Spain, Germany, Austria, Sweden, Belgium and Italy will start soon, others will follow.
Now, watch what follows. These are accidents that happen every year.
A third of the accidents reported every year in lifts are caused by tripping going in and out of the lift. Sometimes with very serious results, broken limbs, concussions, or even worse. For a senior citizen, slower of course than younger persons, the shock of getting stuck by closing doors can cause very serious injuries. The fracture of the hip after a fall is the most common cause of hospitalization for older persons, especially ladies, with very high costs to society at large. Modern door closing solutions don't touch lift users anymore. A lift can unexpectedly stop. Users on board the lift should wait for rescue by a person allowed to do it, but often users try to get out of the lift, which is badly positioned between 2 floors. Old lift cars have a very small metal apron under the cabin. It regularly happens that the person trying to reach the landing slips into the shaft under the cabin and kills himself. Aprons need to be changed and lengthened to avoid this problem. In several European countries, cabin doors are not yet compulsory. They should be. Every year we have accidents, such as this one. A cleaner gets crushed by the large bin that she or he transports up or down. It can be a bin, a piece of furniture, a bicycle. Cabin doors need to be installed on every lift for the safety of users, especially children. Imagine staying at the office late on a Friday night, no caretaker tonight, and the lift stops. If there is only an alarm bell, you could be there until Monday morning. It still happens in several countries. A 24-hour service, two-way communication by telephone is indispensable in every lift. Vandals can also create dangerous situations. They fiddle with the door locks to be able to hide drugs or stolen goods in the shaft. And an innocent occupier of the building does not realize that the lift is not there when the door opens. He falls to his death. Today, positive locks prevent vandals from entering the shaft. Beautiful old buildings where the stairs encircles the lift shaft can be dangerous if the shaft protection is only partial. This accident happened very recently in Paris. Metal, glass or wood protection must make it impossible to peer into the shaft. This protection should of course respect the character and style of the building.
There's a new European norm called the Safety Norm for Existing Lifts that lists 74 common risks often existing on older lifts. The norm shows the way to remove each of these 74 risks. There's a technical specification for the safe access and egress of people with disabilities. Lift doors must be wide enough for a wheelchair user. A blind person needs a sound signal to announce the lift and reaching his destination floor. Remember, we could all have some degree of disability one day or another. It can be temporary, you break your leg or you have to carry children, or it can be permanent, you are getting old. We need to take it seriously. 9 countries have already looked into this issue of aging lifts and the need to improve the safety of existing lifts. Europe needs to harmonize its policies and procure the same level of safety to all citizens everywhere on the continent. Thanks to our lift mechanics who maintain and upgrade our lifts all over Europe every single day for the tens of millions of users who travel up or down 1 billion times every day. Let's make Europe fully accessible and safer.
Let's make Europe fully accessible to all citizens. For an aging population, the lift is a lifeline. European norm EN 8180 analyzes the 74 risks on existing lifts and gives a solution for each of them. Technical specification CEN TS 8182 is the accessibility complement to make sure that when the lift safety is being improved, its accessibility for all, including the disabled, is optimized at the same time.
Unfälle mit Aufzügen kommen vor. Diese Gefahren zu vermeiden, muss die Sicherheit von Aufzügen verbessert werden. Die europäische Norm 8180 muss überall in Europa genutzt werden, einen sicheren Zugang zu allen Stockwerken jedes Gebäudes sicherzustellen.